good to see you. Thanks for meeting me here.
Always a pleasure, Sonny. And thank you for meeting me here, my favorite Chinese buffet in the area.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And you know, right through those French doors right there is a huge banquet room in case you ever need one.
Nice. Wow. Wow.
So you want to know what's going on?
Yeah, it's been so long. Tell me what's going on in your world.
Well, I'm starting an arts enthusiast blog, and you've been my blogging inspiration. I mean, I cannot believe that you've been blogging since 1993. I mean, that's when I got my very first computer.
I had a mentor who encouraged me. You know, he passed away recently, so I feel like the best way to honor his memory is to mentor you and other small business owners through Asheville SCORE.
Oh, yeah, that's where we met several years ago through SCORE. Oh, I was really impressed with your marketing savvy. In fact, you invited me to subscribe to your Blaine's World blog. Well, after reading a few of those blogs, I thought, who has the time to read all of this? And when does this man sleep? Really. But you know, you shared so much of yourself, and you were so generous with helping others that I got hooked. And then when I wanted to write a playwright in a playwright competition, and I had to do a 10-minute work, I asked if I could do something about you, and you said yes. So Mr. Positivity was the result. And wait, and you produced it, and you had real actors. Oh, it was like one of the most spectacular nights of my life.
Oh, I love that show. And I'm so happy to help you with your new blog, so tell me all about it.
Well, it's really very simple. I love art, just the way you love theater and marketing. And, well, art makes life worth living. It really gives you health and benefits and makes you happy. And the problem is that most artists, they can't make a full-time living out of the art that they create. So I want to change that. I really want to help. I'll interview artists, and I will show their works on my blog. I will show videotapes of it on my blog, and I really want to help art appreciators and art collectors get to know the artists and get to know their work. And I want to help art appreciators become art collectors.
That sounds great. So, how many people are on your email list?
0. Now my website URL has been purchased. It is artforlife.com with a F-O-R, like the hyphen in between, .com. And I haven't put it up yet though, because I need a logo, I need a videographer, I need an email management system, I need all kinds of things to happen before I can actually get it up and running. I'm working on it.
Sonny, if I may, I'd encourage you not to be such a perfectionist. I mean, Blaine's World evolved over a long period of time. So what you need to do is just get started. Email everyone on your list today. Not a long email, just a small email. Just let everyone know what you're doing. And some people will want to be a part of it, and some people won't. But you need to get started. Build from there.
Today, everyone? Well, I can't email my family because they just would not be interested.
Just email everyone. Some will be interested. You'll build momentum from there. I'm going to give you a gift. Here. Around to it. So many people go to their graves with unfulfilled dreams because they don't have one of these. They say, oh, I'm going to do that someday when I get around to it. Well,
thank you, Mr. Marketing Wizard. Listen, I'm here to listen, and I am so grateful that you have agreed to mentor me.
well, you're welcome. And now, back to your blog. And if you'll allow me to wear my professor's hat for a moment, here's what I want you to do. I want you to write your first blog, and then email it to me. And then the next time we meet, we can discuss it. Would that be okay?
Oh, I could definitely do that, yeah.
Okay, great.
Well, and how about, you were saying something about a birthday? or
Yeah,
something's
so
coming
before
up?
we eat, do you mind if I just tell you a bit about my 70th birthday celebration that's coming up?
70?
Yeah, 70. I mean, you have such great ideas. Maybe you can help me flesh out the details.
Well, yeah, absolutely. You know, tell me about it. I can't wait to hear it.
Okay, so I want to have this 70th birthday celebration and invite all my favorite people, and of course you're one.
Oh, I'm honored.
And I'm gonna have all my favorite food, including coconut chicken, or as they call it here, crystal chicken, and moon pies for dessert. And I thought maybe I'd get a local comedian to kind of round out the festivities. I'd love to get Ari Robinson. She's my favorite, but she's so good, but she's also very popular. So I don't know if I can. But I think I have all those details covered. But you know, I want to do something more. I want to thank all the people that are special in my life. You know, maybe like a little 70-second speech that I can talk about some people in my life. Do you have any ideas about that?
Wow, that is really beautiful. What a great thing to do. But how are you going to manage that? How are you going to pull that off?
Well, you know, I really love the play that you wrote for me, Mr. Positivity, and I'll always be grateful to you for that. But you know, everyone on my list has already seen that. So I was thinking about maybe some sort of a sequel. You know, I don't know, do you have any ideas? Maybe like, I mean, no pressure, I'm just throwing it out there. Just brainstorming. Or as I like to call it, blainstorming.
And you know, let me sleep on it and I'll see what I can do. I'll get back to you because you know what? That's when I have my inspiration. That's where I got the opening joke for Mr. Positivity. You know, the misunderstanding of Blaine's passing away with his passing gas, which was the opening of the last show. That came to me as I woke up in the morning. It just came to me silly. Inspiration. I mean, everyone knows that women never pass gas. Anyway, no matter how many birthdays you have, Blaine, with all the activities you do and all the things that you're involved in, no one is ever going to call you an old fart.
Well, thank you, Sonny. And now, let's go check out that buffet. And then tonight, you can use your new round to it for the homework assignment that I assigned you.
Thank you. Thank you. Change of costumes.
Act 2. Oh my God. This is another day.
Okay. Thanks for meeting again with me, Blaine. I really need information on how to approach this. I mean, how will this 70-second thing go? You know? Did you think of how many people you want to thank?
Yes, I have my list right here. No, just kidding. No, I think there are maybe about 4 or 5 people that I'd really like to thank.
Okay, so you're looking at 4 or 5 people. We're looking at about 70 seconds each, so we're talking about 6 or 7 minutes. How does that fit with your vision?
Yeah, that sounds about right. You know, I think that if I use some humor, you know, as I go, that'll help people, keep people entertained. It can't be some long-winded speech or people are gonna nod off.
It's true, but how would you start? Like, for example, what would you say about me in 70 seconds?
Well, put me on the spot right on, why don't you? But
I did.
okay, since you asked. You know, Sonny, I'm just so grateful that we've become friends over these past few years. You know, and I'll always be grateful for the play, Mr. Positivity, that you wrote about me. And I'm so grateful that we're able to put it on in front of a live audience that the Moth Light. You know, I'll always get a kick out of that obscure actor that played me, Dan Clancy.
That's his name?
He wasn't half bad.
And thank you, Blaine. That was lovely. And you know, that was a great touch of humor about Dan, what's his face, you know that guy? And I thought Ellen Pappas, who played Sunny, I thought she was really, really, really great. So, now that you're warmed up, let's go and open the doors into the other room and... Surprise!
Wow, this is a surprise!
Look, Blaine, there's Ellen Pappas over there, and there's that Dan what's-his-face guy over there, hey, Dan, come on over here, Dan. And excuse me for a second, I've got to go talk to Ellen about something. I'll be back in a minute.
Hey, Dan. Good to see you.
Blaine, likewise. Get the hell out of here.
You know, you and my sister have a lot in common.
Oh, that's right. What's up?
Well, you both enjoy turtles that sing happily together.
Not yet. Anyway, thank you, Blaine. Hey, Tasha, can I borrow the mustache? I like that mustache. No, it doesn't come off. It's not. It grew since yesterday. You look great. Wow. Anyway, what we just want to do now is, before we conclude, a couple people do want to say some things, and I'd first of all like to call my beautiful wife Cynthia up. And I'm going to test the people in here. If I ask them, put them on the spot, and ask, how long have I known? How have I been together with my beautiful bride, Cynthia? And the answer is? Okay, not long enough. So Cynthia knows that. And I'll leave this for you, or you want me to stay here with you?
You stay here.
Okay.
First of all, before I start, the thumbs up, squeezy things that are on your table are for everyone to take home. As well as 2 other gifts that you'll get on the way out. Okay. Is this on?
No. Yes.
Is this on?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure if I used the whole time. I have never known a man or a woman as funny, kind, good-natured, generous, and attractive. Now, as Blaine often says at the beginning of his speeches, enough about me. We're here to talk about Blaine. If you told me I was going to marry a man I met on Match.com, I would have said you were crazy. And that's exactly as my mother would have said it. From our first date to our engagement, Blaine grew on me. It's true. I didn't fall in love right away. I swear to God, it was like over time. It was just like,
That's like,
I like this guy.
That's like Gary said, like a fungus.
It's true. He really did grow on me. He just would be kind to me and kind to me and kind to me. And it was like one day I was like, this guy's a keeper. I could write a book about all of your culminating kindnesses. They are simply too numerous to mention. From taking my tea up and down the stairs to creating a book of all of our activities over the first 10 years of our marriage for our 10th anniversary are just 2 of the millions. His kind spirit is actually a daily occurrence. His generosity of spirit is simply who he is. And I am the lucky recipient to be your wife. He is equally extraordinary in the world. As most of you know, his business card reads, Chief Encouragement Officer. And on the back, a little encouragement that says, you can do it, you've got this. One day a friend asked me, does Blaine ever sleep? Well, actually it's really funny because somebody emailed him once by mistake and they were actually saying some negative things about him. Can you imagine that? And one of them was, does Blaine ever sleep? And I felt like saying to them, no, he doesn't. All he does is work to make your life better. Oh. Really pissed me off. Blaine her sleeve or does he go? Anyway, let's see. At his marketing seminars, to help business people remember to give out their business cards at least 4 times a day, he throws out his cards into the audience like this. Everyone can take one if you like. At his seminars, he also talks about the platinum rule. And the platinum rule is the opposite of the golden rule. The golden rule is do unto others as you would want done unto you. Like, why would someone else want what you want? Yeah. So the platinum rule is do unto others as they want done unto them. And an example is that I love Buddhas. Blaine has no attachment to Buddhas. So I said, I really want this Buddha. I had a small one, and I wanted the large one. It was like so heavy you couldn't even lift it up. And he's like, why do you need another Buddha? And I'm like, oh, and then I was like, you know, why do I need another Buddha? It was like $300. It was crazy. Like, what do I need it for? So, I don't know, next couple weeks went by, and he said, close your eyes and come on down, and, you know, I got you something. Well, this Buddha was like so heavy, he nearly broke his back, and he bought me the Buddha. Now, he will say it's my 37th Buddha. It's actually my 3rd Buddha. Only 3. He'll always tell that story. 37 Buddhas. 37 Buddhas. From the moment he wakes up to the moment he goes to sleep, Blaine's mission is to support and encourage as many people and projects as possible. From theater, hi theater people out there, raise your hands. Theater people, woo woo! To the business world, he is a mentor, an advisor, and a teacher. One day recently, he came home from a theater production, a numerous weekly occurrence, and said with childlike enthusiasm, do you think I like to support people? He's willing to try new things. He's become a radio host, performed on stage, and has become a producer. He's in a show right now at Asheville Community Theater. It's you can still see it. It's called Hands on a Hard Body.
And just an aside, Cynthia was crushed when she found out that I wasn't the hot body.
Darn. Anyway, he has like 5 lines, and it's really fun. Just don't cheer for him too much, because the first time someone cheered for him, he lost one of his lines. Can I tell them what you said? No. One of the words in his line. Is it okay? One of the lines in it is psychosis, and he said halitosis. There's this guy that's interviewing him, and he said, oh, you mean psychosis? Oh, you mean, he like made it easy on him. You know? He's like, oh, you mean psychosis? Halitosis. Anyway, okay, enough making fun of my poor husband. In his spare time, he writes a weekly newsletter supporting people and sharing information, which he has not missed one newsletter since he started. Not when his mother died, not when, you know, no matter what happens. We're on
When you were
vacation.
sick?
Huh?
When you were sick.
When I was sick, no matter what.
He was sick, he still did
He was
it.
sick, he never misses it. And I'm not sure, how many issues is that now?
3. And that's the criteria to come here. I have like 4 subscribers, so that they're here too.
It's 1,000. How many? Over 1,000.
Over 1,000.
Over 1,000. Included in his newsletter and Facebook are his numerous pictures that he spends hours putting together, as he does in all events and parties that we go to. And it takes quite a bit of time. If you've ever had a party, he'll send you all the pictures, like numerous pictures, and edits them. It's not a light thing that he does. He spends a lot of time doing that. In any case, all of these are volunteer, and I'm sure I've forgotten 1 or 2. It's true. I don't even know, like, all that he does out there. It's like amazing. It's like any day and time, I'm like, where are you today? And I can't remember. With all these positive things about Blaine, I have discovered one not so positive. Blaine, when I had pain in my body, you were there for me. When I had hernia surgery, you were there for me. When I had knee surgery, you were there for me. I finally figured it out. He's a jinx. Honestly, though, Blaine's legacy is that he significantly impacts so many lives.
That's all right.
Why am I touched? I don't know. And makes a difference for many people. We are all blessed to have crossed paths with Blaine. And without a doubt, for every one of you out here, he has brought something funny, helpful, and loving to your life.
Yes.
Amen.
To my amazing husband, I love you. I celebrate you. Happy
Cynthia left out my most important job. I'm president of the Cynthia Greenfield fan club. Now trying to move this along, so we've asked only, I think, 43 people to speak like 4 minutes or less. And I'll first ask my friend Marvin Sadowski if you, I think, Marvin, you have something to say or no?
No.
Give me one second. Technical difficulties here. Give me 1 second, Marvin.
Want to use my phone?
No. Well, if I want to finish.